Bandidos, what's up? Your boy Tux here. Ever felt like legendary missions are just a grind of getting pounded on? What if you could flip that script with a build that keeps your skills rolling non-stop, pumping out massive team buffs to make legendary strongholds crumple faster than you think? Today, we're diving into a wild hardwired setup I've cooked up. It's a hacked hybrid that turns this skill set into a support powerhouse with a sneaky damage twist. We're getting infinite smart cover for insane armor bonuses and endless heals, all while you sneak in enough firepower to land those satisfying one-shot kills. This isn't your standard seeker spam. It's fresh, effective, and something most players haven't pieced together yet. By the end, you'll see why this could shave your clear times and boost team survival. Let's break it down step by step so you can build it tonight. Let's do this.
Wait, did we just become best friends? So nice to meet you. I think you're cool.
Piece of shit wristwatch.
Starting with the core idea. Hardwired is built for skill lovers, but we're hacking it by blending in hybrid elements to amp your personal damage without gutting the support role. The 4-piece bonus is the magic. Every time you deploy or cancel a skill, it resets your other skills cooldown. Most of you have seen this on the Infinite Seeker Mind setup. And to get that to work, it's best you run the backpack talent to spam those seekers. But because the smart cover has about a 30-second cooldown and a long duration, we can roll without the backpack. And this way, you can chain deployments forever, keeping bonus armor buffs and heals flowing like water. For skills, go with Fortified Smart Cover as your main. It focuses on bonus armor, giving you and allies a solid 110% bonus armor boost. But here's the thing, it also comes with the perk that keeps you from being staggered when in cover, and great explosive resistance. And we have 4 skill tiers to juice this thing up, giving it more range and buffs. Your second skill is the Restorer Hive, for those good heals. Because of our skill tiers, it's got sufficient healing drones, range, and healing power. And Hardwired is boosting the heals too. You're not going to be a future initiative healer, but big bursts of heals on a regular basis, sure. Now the gear breakdown to make this sing. Yeah, it looks weird, but it works like a dream. Let's kick it off with the Ninja Bike backpack. I wanted the skill tier and the damage core, but it also unlocks an extra brand and gear set bonus. This allows me to run 3 pieces of Hardwired and still get the 4-piece bonus. I equipped Hardwire on the mask, gloves, and knee pads, all rolled with weapon damage cores and headshot damage. Hardwire is simple. It gives you skill haste and repair skills, and the bonus cuts 30 seconds off the cooldown of one skill when using the other. The cooldown on the talent is 10 seconds, which is faster than what we need. For the chest, grab a Brazos piece with the Headhunter talent to crank up our damage to be able to chain kill. This chest will give us haste and a skill tier. Put on a weapon damage core if you can. It works without it, but it would be better with the red core. You can also make it a skill tier too. The holster is clutch. I used Hotshot for 30% marksman rifle damage and 30% more handling. Check this. Use the Technician specialization for its free skill tier. Now you have 3 clean skill tiers. Specialization tree, max out the 10% skill repair instead of damage. Mods, on your gear, make sure everything is headshot damage. Slot smart cover with cooldown and explosive resistance for defense. That nets you 110% bonus armor on top of 37% explosive resistance, making your team effectively tankier against legendary grenades and drones. Weapons seal the one-shot potential. Primary, the White Death Sniper with its extra headshot damage and very high base damage. I am running Determined for the talent to chain kill super fast. Secondary, the Exotic Nemesis for those heavy hits. I use its charge shot to kick off the fight and activate Headhunter. Then I switch to the White Death and get one more kill to activate Determined. Now we're in business. Modifiers are a nice fit on this one, but you're not going to need the active modifier. I use Tech Link just in case, but I try not to use it. For passive modifiers, I use the best kind of defense for headshot damage, supportive for more healing, and multitasker for another skill tier, and damage. That's going to make your smart cover even more effective. In practice, this is pretty darn consistent, but without that red core on the chest, having some expertise on your weapons is likely needed on those elites. At least put on 15%. In a 4-man team on Legendary, the elites scale to 25 million armor. That's a tall order. Nobody's going to hit that out of the gate. But the good news is that Legendary provides a ton of trash ads to stack kills on and work your way to those big 25 million hits. playstyle is where this shines. Deploy smart cover first on a central piece of cover during engagements, covering an 8 to 13 meter radius depending on mods and tier scaling. It lasts 36 seconds on this setup, but with your magic tricks, redeploy right away when the duration expires. All you have to do is drop your Restorer Hive to get your smart cover back, and you get team-wide heals and they get bonus armor. Pick up your Hive early to loop back faster. This keeps both skills at near 100% uptime, giving infinite buffs without downtime. In Legendary, position cover to funnel enemies, let your team leverage the 110% bonus armor to hold lines aggressively, and use your hybrid damage to pick off key targets. If you're wondering about how to get these pieces, farm Hardwired in Countdown's targeted loot or craft them. You only need 3 pieces. You must get the drop to have headshot damage on it already. This build's not just amazing, it's practical for pub groups where coordination's spotty, and it takes a load off the grind by making you the hero who keeps everyone alive and dishing. One of the coolest things about this Hardwired build is how flexible it gets when you tweak your skills for whatever the mission throws at you, turning a solid setup into your secret weapon for any difficulty. Think about it. Instead of locking into one playstyle, you're adapting on the fly, keeping your team alive and enemies melting faster, which can cut your wipe rate by half in tough spots. Take the boss fight on Roosevelt Island, that chaotic showdown with the quadcopter swarms and endless ads. I swapped my setup for infinite EMP sticky bombs, chaining them to put these bosses to sleep before they could even target us. In my runs, that alone boosted our survival through the phase, shaving 3 to 5 minutes off the clear time because nothing could push us out of position. And here's where it shines even brighter. This build crushes heroic content, feeling almost overpowered since enemies hit less hard and your buffs stack up without the legendary pressure. You end up spending more time out of cover for faster completions, giving you that edge for farming XP without the sweat. For your main skill, sure, smart cover is my go-to for that massive armor and damage amp, but switch to a decoy when you're dealing with flankers in tight spaces like the summit. It draws aggro perfectly. Or grab the defender drone for open areas where incoming fire is relentless. It absorbs shots like a champ, ramping up your effective health pool while you loop resets to keep it airborne non-stop. Don't sleep on swapping the Hive either. It pairs so naturally with Hardwired's buffs and infinite cycle, but tailoring it can amp your role. The Restorer Hive 4 heals fits like a glove, restoring armor in bursts, but if your squad's running turrets or drones, flip to the Artificer Hive to supercharge everyone's skills with extra damage and duration, turning a decent setup into a kill machine that clears rooms 25% quicker. Need revives in wipe-prone spots? Go Reviver Hive for those infinite pickups. This can turn potential team wipes into comebacks with uptime hitting 100% as you cancel and redeploy in seconds, saving runs where one death used to snowball. And for missions heavy on status effects, the Booster Hive delivers that sweet handling boost and hazard protection, making your aim laser steady and cutting debuff downtime to a fraction, so you stay aggressive without getting crippled. What makes this cool is how it shifts your mindset from rigid builds to dynamic ones. Why settle for one trick when adapting like this can make you the MVP in any group, handling 80% of support needs while still contributing damage? Experiment in heroic first to nail the swaps, and you'll wonder why more players aren't hacking Hardwired this way. It's practical, keeps things fresh, and honestly makes grinding feel super engaging. Give it a shot next run and tell me in the comments how it flipped a tough mission for you. I'll see you at the rendezvous. Tux out.
Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm Tuxedo Bandido, and if you found this video helpful, be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on the good stuff I have coming for you. And if you like content like this, be sure to check out the video I have recommended for you right here. If you have anything you would like me to cover, be sure to let me know in the comments below. And thank you to all the channel members and donors who make things possible. Tux Nation wouldn't be the same without you.
When you buy a game from Ubisoft, enter the creator code Tuxedo Bandido to support the channel. Easy peasy.
Wait, did we just become best friends?